Welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Girl all around the interwebs. It is Sunday, January 1st. Happy New Year! And I'm here to give you a little update of all the things I did not do over the last 2 weeks. Crafting was very minimal, but that's the way life goes. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. I did have a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you did as well. Spent lots of time with family and relaxing and just doing other things. I did finish crocheting, and I blocked all the little squares. These are all hand spun. It's like the same hand spun, but it progressed into different colors. This one's still a little damp. I have to put that one on top. All my little squares for the mini cat square pillow that I'm working on. I made one of these before, if you remember. The last one was out of fingering weight yarn. This one I'm using hand spun. I haven't decided 100% yet what yarn I'm going to use to make the cats that go on it. I'm just not 100% sure yet. This pattern is by Pony McTate. I don't have a good picture because I only printed off the parts of the pattern that I need to look at. But that's okay. You'll always find a link to my Ravelry project page below. And I will try to insert a picture here. We'll see if it works. And if not, I'm sorry. So yeah, I did over the last couple of days finish crocheting. So now I have 16 squares and I can start sewing them together. And then I need to decide what yarn to use for the cats. I'm not sure if I want to make all the cats I don't want to make all the cats the same. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I wonder, I should peruse the hand spun stash and see if I have any fiber spun up that is like a natural kitty cat color, maybe, possibly. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes when I talk to you next week. The other thing I am working on is Hopper the Hare. This was meant to be done by Christmas, but it just didn't happen, so he is still on the hook. This pattern is by Yuki Yarn Designs. I am crocheting him out of this, which is Mighty Stitch from Knit Picks, and this DK single, which is from Two Guys Yarn. So far, I finally have done the head. I had the nose and the mouth done, but I had done it in white because I really wanted to do it in like a pale pink, but I don't have any, which is ridiculous considering the stash, but I didn't have any. So I did it in white, and I just did not love how it looked. It was like an off-white beige, kind of, not beige, off-white situation. I just did not like how it looked. Plus, when I did the nose, and the nose looked fine, but when you go down for the mouth, let me see if I can show you a picture without showing you the pattern. Like there. Once I got it done and I looked at it, it was crooked. I had the nose and the mouth went like this. It looked like he was smirking. And so then I was really unhappy with it. So I took it out. I have some pale pink yarn on the way, and when it gets here, he's going to get a new mouth. In the meantime, I have his ear going. So here's his first ear. I did take a break from the bunny to finish the squares because I will need that project finished over the next week or two. And I needed to be able to take time to block them. So while they're blocking and until they get completely dry, then I'll go back to the bunny. So have an ear. I am using a 3mm hook on this, and that's pretty standard. I pretty much, all the stuffies and whatever I made, if they're worsted weight, I use a 3mm hook. That seems to give the fabric a nice consistency and keeps the stuffing inside nicely. So bunny's the only thing else I have on. Oh, that's the only thing else I've worked on. Yeah, so the last 2 weeks. I didn't work on anything as I had planned, partially because I had a biopsy, and so the oral surgeon took a biopsy from the inside of my mouth. I've been having some issues with what my dentist and the oral surgeon think is ulcerative oral lichens planus, which is super gross. Don't Google it if you're squeamish. I've basically had inflammation in my mouth, so I have to be really careful about what I eat. It's been super fun. So it was a biopsy to make sure that is actually the diagnosis, because it also could be a sign of other things, and hopefully it's not other things, because that would be super scary. But yeah, so for Christmas I got stitches. Yay! I made the appointment for the oral surgeon on Halloween, and the appointment was for December 20th. And so I was for the consultation. So I was like, well, if it took nearly 2 months to get in for the consultation, it's going to be like another month or whatever. I figured it'll be January before they do the biopsy. But I went and they were like, when do you want to do the biopsy? And I'm like, well, as soon as you have time. And I'm thinking it's going to be forever. And they were like, on the 23rd. And I was like, sure, 23rd of January? Is that I'm trying to put it in my calendar on my phone. They're like, no, on Friday. And I was like, oh. So anyway, so I went on Friday and had it done, which meant no tasty Christmas food for me over the holidays. Not that I could eat them anyway, because everything I like is crunchy, or can't do cinnamon, can't do citrus fruit, can't do anything that I really need to chew. So even most meats are, unless they're super tender, it's been annoying. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I've just, if you say a little prayer and cross your fingers for me that everything's cool. So, we'll talk about a plant before we go. It's gonna be super short today. This is my string of buttons, which is a Crassula string of buttons plant. And the reason I wanted to show you this one today is that a few weeks ago, somehow, I'm sure it was a cat, this trailing portion got broken off. So it used to look like that. This got broken off. And where it got broken off now, it's splitting, and there are 2 new pieces growing. Can you see that? Is it focusing on that instead of my face? I hope. Which is super cool. So that means it's going to have, it's going to bush out some more. But I also just, let me take this out so you can see it better. I also just stuck the end that broke off down into the soil, and it's growing. So I'll have another piece there too. So now I'm thinking, at some point, and I might wait until spring maybe, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to cut this off so it'll bush some more, and then stick the end pieces in so I can have a bushier plant. But it's super fun, and it's growing all weird because where I've turned it, and it's it keeps trying to face light. But I think it's a fun little plant situation. All right, so I am on staycation this week, going to be at home, going to be crafting, hopefully get some things done. And I'm here wishing you a happy new year, and I will catch you guys all next Sunday. Bye. For Christmas, or with Christmas money, I guess, I bought myself this cute pot to cook ramen in the microwave because one, it's shaped like a kitty. You take the lid off. And then you have the ramen inside. Now, if you don't want to eat your ramen like the whole soup situation, if you want just noodles, you can also take this out. It's a little hard one-handed because it's hot. And it strains the noodles from the soup, so the noodles like down in the soup's down in the bottom. Isn't that cool? I added some mushrooms to my noodles, and they're hopefully tasty, and there you go.